and a great day to everybody on Tuesday, the 27th. Let me get my date right. 27th of November, 2018. Here's a check of the NAM map. We're going to turn it on starting at midnight for tonight. Okay, if you're in northeastern Ohio, you could get an excess of 6 inches of snow tonight through tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Now, you're under a winter storm watch for this evening through late Wednesday night. With gonna get windy. We all know how this storm has brought winds all across the U.S. Wind gusts of around 30 miles per hour for you guys also on tomorrow, Wednesday. Now, in the central Pennsylvania area, you're under a winter weather advisory now until 6 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. Now, this is for lake effect snow of around 3 to 5 inches, and some localized amounts of up to 8 inches could be very well expected. And this should be mostly in McKean and Elk counties. So, if you live in those counties, be aware of that, okay? Up in western New York, winter storm warning, that's what you're under until 6 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon. Expect 10 to 20 inches of snow with gusty winds of 35 miles per hour. Once again, this is for western New York. Now in the Bangor, Maine area, you're under a winter weather advisory until 4 p.m. this afternoon. 3 to 5 inches of snow in the higher elevations. Expect 8. Also, for northern New Hampshire and west central and western Maine, that winter storm warning, it turns from an advisory to a warning for you guys. It's in effect till around 7 p.m. tonight. 6 to 9 inches of snow, up to 15 in the higher elevations. It's going to get cold, people. We've got freeze warnings galore going out all up and down from southern North Carolina all the way down through Florida. Let me show you how cold it's going to get in parts of Florida. Down around the Tallahassee region of Florida. Look at this. My goodness gracious. Tallahassee, you're going to freeze at 31 along with Perry and Cross City. Now, Panama City and Apalachicola should stay above freezing, but then we get up in Georgia, you can see your temperatures, and then they just decline even more as you go a little bit more north, up here up in the upper 20s around Blakeland and Dothan. But it's going to get cold, folks. Everybody. It's going to get cold on the East Coast. But don't worry, like I tried to explain in what I told you winter was going to be like. And winter's not here yet, by the way. But probably in 2 to 4 days, it's going to warm back up and be real nice. Especially, like, I'll just take where I live, for example, instead of go through every single place. I'm going to get real cold, yeah, I'm going to get real cold, but in 2 to 4 days, I'm going to warm back up in the upper 50s and 60s for highs, and my lows should be in the 40s at night, which is pretty normal, especially for this time of the year. And that's what's going to happen all up and down the coast. Everybody who has been through the storm knows that it warms up on the backside of it, but this is some of the remaining cold air that's being pushed through from it. So go ahead, buckle up and get right. It's going to get cold. It's going to feel probably as cold as the coldest we've had yet on the East Coast. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like to keep up with all the weather and weather news, please do so by clicking that blue button down in the right-hand corner. Then click the bell. Check off the email notifications to ensure you get the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and any storms that may be headed your way. Also, if any of you have got any pictures of the snow that's just happened, or any kind of interesting weather pictures in general, please send them to me. I'd love to share them with everybody. Click Show More down below this video. Scroll down and you'll find an email address to send them to. And of course, we're going to check out the GFS map and see what exactly is going on across the U.S. Courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi, as we turn it on. Of course, the system that dropped over a foot of snow across parts of the Mississippi Valley and the upper Great Lakes this past weekend and few days has finally come to an end across that region. Okay? Wow, what a storm. I've seen videos and it's just a mess. People weren't prepared. It doesn't look like. Now, the backside of the system will feature a lake effect snow event as cold air moves over the still relatively warm lake surfaces. Now, significant accumulations of 10 plus inches may be possible in the most persistent bands still, especially for locations downwind of Lakes Erie and Ontario. Now, this is expected to persist through the middle of the week by at least Wednesday night, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. Now, New England and the Great Lakes, gusty winds combined with heavy snowfall is going to result in hazardous travel conditions, as we all know. Now, the next round of heavy precipitation pushed into the Pacific Northwest. Now, it is going to be moving southward into northern California today and tomorrow. And with it, heavy to excessive rainfall is possible. Okay, so you need to keep that in mind in case you have some flash flooding coming up. Accumulating snow and ice are also possible for portions of the Washington Cascades, where winter weather advisories are in place, with mountain snows also possible into the Intermountain West. Now, energy from this system is pushing into the northern plains by tomorrow, where some light snow or freezing rain is possible. Regarding temperatures, as I was talking about, Florida is going to get cold. Parts of Tallahassee, the panhandle of Florida, I should say, not all of Florida, but the temperatures across the country, a strong front banked up against the continental divide is separating below to well below normal temperatures across the central and eastern states. And then we got above normal temps in the west. Now, much of the west is going to remain near or above average through the next couple of days, and the warmest temperatures are expected to across the high plains, where afternoon highs for the next few days could be 10-20 degrees above normal by tomorrow. Now, meanwhile, to the east of the front, where the cold is coming, surface high pressures prevailing, resulting in below to well normal values through Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Places from the Central Plains to the Central Appalachians could be 20 to 30 degrees below average for this time of the year. But once it pushes on through, that warm air that is coming down across from the west, it's going to warm right back up again. So, just like I was trying to explain to you, this is what it's looking like, folks. Cold, 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 snow, snow, snow for many, rain for the others, warm up and rain again and snow again and get cold again. But this is what it's looking like today through tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, commenting, giving me a thumbs up, liking it, sharing this information is so very important. People travel every day. They need to be aware of what's going on. Hey, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I wish each and every one of you a good day, a blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thank you for watching.